you're not normal. You're unique. So stop looking at the masses and stop basing your confidence level on where everyone else stopped. Welcome back to another episode of Becoming Confident with me, your host, Cleopatra Williams. Here we talk about all things confidence, becoming your best self, sharing my own confidence journey, and sharing the journey of other women as well, so that together we can create our dream selves and our dream lives. So if you want to be a part of this confidence journey, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. So for today's episode, I basically just want to say, girl, you have confidence. Trust me. And the reason why I want to talk about that in today's episode is because we really be out here, just acting like we don't have zero confidence at all, feeling like it was something that was not given to us, feeling like it's not something within us whatsoever. And I really just want to say that that is not true, because we all were born with innate confidence and we all have the ability to grow it as we continue to develop. And what I mean by that is from birth, right? When you think about it, little humans, little babies, they're not thinking about anything. They're literally in la la land. They don't have any conscious awareness. They don't have developed habits yet. They can't do pretty much anything on their own. But listen to this. When they start to realize that they're able to crawl and they're able to walk, they start actively trying to do so. They don't have self-doubt in their head. They're not worried about failing. They are not just thinking, oh my gosh, can I just believe in myself? They're literally just moving without stopping until they get what they want. Despite how many times they fall, they get back up. They will literally keep taking baby steps until they're able to walk without falling, right? And eventually they're able to have what they've been taking those baby steps to have. That is innate confidence. That is within you. There's no idea of, am I a confident person? There is no idea of thought of, oh my gosh, who am I? They're not thinking about, can they trust themselves, or I don't have enough courage. They just do it. That's something that was innately given to them, which was given to us all, right? It's a God-given ability to just do as they were made to do and be as they were made to be, which is to not worry, to do things, to be able to move, to be able to develop, to be able to transform and be as a human is supposed to be and do as we do. And that is to just trust ourselves without even thinking about it and have confidence in ourselves without even the idea of, I don't have confidence or I have confidence. Is innate. It's within us. So what does that mean for you? Well, number one, which as I already said, this means that you were born innately with the ability to grow and develop. And you also were innately born with a given desire within you. It is normal for you to desire to want to develop. It's 100% natural for you to desire to have more than you have right now, internally and externally. And don't feel guilty about this for having that strong desire to grow and to develop and become your dream woman, to have wealth, to have healthy relationships, to desire being rich financially, or desire to look your best, because it is very unnatural to not have a desire to be more, to do more, and have more. I mean, look at what was already given to you. I talk about this all the time. Your brain, your feet, your hands, your vision. These are all gifts that goes unnoticed because the majority of everyone has these features in this world that it doesn't feel so unique. But the thing is, these are all the things. These are the only things that you need right now to change your life. It is a part of you. It's not outside of you. And like I said before in previous episodes, your brain can learn so many things. Stop thinking just because you didn't graduate high school or you received a poor education or maybe you didn't go to college or came from a wealthy family that you lack the ability to learn. Your brain develops as much as you are willing to develop it. Your body naturally has the ability to learn and to process and to adapt how fast you want it to happen. And right along with your brain function, right? Using your mind to visualize and imagine things that you want to bring into fruition, your hands can bring these into life. Your hands can create whatever it is that you desire to create. You just have to do it. Your voice, if you are not mute, your voice can speak. You can inspire. You can create using words. You can write a book using your voice. You can read. You can gain knowledge through your eyes. You get my point? Literally everything that you were given innately since you were born is the only thing you need to change your life. You have the innate ability to do anything you set your mind to. You have innate confidence. It's just your thought of your confidence actually began to decrease as you began to become aware of different ideas and different ways of doing things and negative emotions and failing at times. You became conscious of all the things that can go wrong, right? And how you look and etc. And even with all that, there is still confidence within you. You just have to become like new again. Become that born you again. A new person, tap into a new identity and tap into that confidence. Just like a baby, just like a toddler or a very young child, I believe under a certain age, how they barely think, that's how they're able to develop at the speed they're able to develop. This is a clear realization that your thoughts are the only thing, our thoughts are the only thing that's slowing down progress and stopping us and getting in our way. Thinking is important, but constructive thinking is about thinking about the right things. And that is just making a conscious effort to just focus on who you want to be, what you want to do, what do you want to have, what do you want to achieve. And that will speed up your progress. So pretty much we need to be out here, acting like these kids, acting like these toddlers, right? Because clearly they have more confidence in us. And it's something that they're not even thinking about because they don't think. They don't worry. They don't worry about what other people are thinking. They see something that they want and they go for it. They ask for what they need. They're probably more connected to their higher self than we are because on a subconscious level, they haven't even internalized limitations and limited expectations. They haven't developed a negative self-concept and other people's values and beliefs. So maybe it's time that we start connecting more to our childlike self and start developing and start growing, start going after how they were before, how you were before the world and the other people took hold of you and your thoughts and the identity that you hold on to right now. So practice some silence, practice mindfulness as much as you can to shut your mind off. This is something that I'm so focused on lately. It's just learning how to silence my mind, consume less content, and just learn to just trust myself and do things without thinking. Like I said, it's good to think, right? We have responsibilities or, we don't always want to do stupid things. However, sometimes we just got to stop thinking and just use our innate confidence to get us going. So ladies, before we continue in the episode, I created a quick video freebie for you that covers the 7 biggest mistakes that you are making right now that's keeping you from becoming your best self and having a major glow up. I know that on this confidence journey of ours, we will make tons of mistakes. And the thing is, a lot of us are not even aware of some of the mistakes that we are making that's holding us back from really thriving into our dream selves. So if you're curious to know some of the mistakes that you are possibly making right now, just head to the link in the show notes so that you can get your free copy. Now let's get back to the episode. And the number 2 thing that you can learn from this is that everything that you learned since you were a child is a form of having confidence. Every bold decision that you've ever made required you to have a little confidence. A confident person is just a courageous person, a person that, just have the willingness to try and see what happens. They may not have all the faith in the world that everything is going to work out right then and there if they try, but they have a little bit of faith that they're willing to see what can happen, knowing that it will make them feel a lot better about who they are and what they're capable of versus not trying to see what can happen and that making them feel even worse of a person than they are now. A confident person does things not just because of who they are and an identity that they hold on to, but it's also because of whose they are and trusting that they were given the innate ability to be more, to do more, and to have more. So become the person that is just courageous. You literally already are. You already been courageous. You just forgot it. In some areas of your life, you've been courageous and you've had confidence that you can achieve something. However, you decided to put a cap on what was possible for you and you placed an upper limit on yourself. For example, if you are someone that drives, you learn how to drive. Learning how to drive is scary, but you did it. But you want to know what made you believe that you can actually do it? It's because you saw so many other people doing it. You saw your friends, you saw your family members learn how to drive, and thousands of other people that's on the road learn how to drive. So even though it looks scary, right? It felt scary to get behind a wheel, you didn't believe it was impossible for you because driving is a normal thing. It's not out of the normal, right? So anything you witness the mass amount of people achieve, you felt like you can do it, right? But the spaces where there are fewer people to have achieved something, right? You decided to max your cap at one of those because your confidence in yourself stopped where the masses stop. Your confidence depends on what the other people are doing. So you have confidence. You just reach an upper limit on how far you think you can become and how far you can do because of the masses. But I encourage you to stop looking at the masses because you're not normal. You're unique. So stop looking at the masses and stop basing your confidence level on where everyone else stopped. Doing the things that you truly want to do and becoming a person that you truly want to be requires the same amount of energy. It requires the same amount of confidence it took to learn how to drive, to learn how to ride a bike, to learn how to play a sport, right, etc. To learn how to do both the things that you want to try. It requires the same amount of energy. We just have to pull out all the doubts that was given to us and pay attention to your God-given ability. Everything that was already given to you since you were born, and stop reminding, ourselves of failures and remind yourself of what you did have confidence in achieving, because you did have confidence in some things, and just look forward just like you did when you were a baby, even though we don't remember that, right? But we did it. We see other little humans doing it. Baby steps, less negative thinking, some courage, and a glimmer of hope is all you need to go past that upper limit that you have set on yourself right now. So all in all, you have confidence. Trust me. It was given to you. You've had it since birth. It's not about walking in a room with your head held high. It's about being who you were already born to be. It's about doing the things you were already created to do and becoming aware that you have everything you need within you to make the rest of your life the best of your life. That you have everything in you to be more and do more and have more. Your confidence in how you show up in the world starts there. And just trust it. Trust that. Trust you. And trust God. All right, guys. So I want to give you a homework assignment. What I want you to do is grab a box, a tissue box, or whatever box that you have, where you are going to write, and I'm going to do this right along with you. You are going to write my confidence bank account. And what we're going to do is we're going to write down 10 things where you really felt confident in yourself, something that if you have accomplished that made you feel really good about yourself. Maybe you did something hard that you learned, like a new language. Maybe you wrote a book. Maybe you started a blog. Maybe you asked someone on a date. Maybe you took a little risk. It didn't work out, but you just felt so good about doing it. You stood up for yourself to somebody that you were scared of standing up to. You set a boundary. You wore something that made you feel sexy. It made you feel confident. No matter how big or small, whatever it is, it made you feel confident. It made you feel more sure of yourself, and it boosted your self-esteem. You are going to rip it up for each single statement, and you're going to fold it up and you're going to put it in a box. And that's 10 things today. But every single day after today, do it every single day. And these are going to be your daily reminders of who you are and how amazing you are and how confident you really are when you forget it and when you really need a confidence boost for yourself. This is not something that I want you to write in a journal because when we write it in a journal, sometimes it gets pushed back to the older pages. No, you're going to put it in one box that is dedicated to your confidence. And every single day you are going to do this. And let's do this for a year. Let's start the challenge that we do this for a year. And just think about in one full year from today or from the day you start, you have 365 notes of who you are, of how confident you've really been. And you start to look at, damn, I really am that girl. I really am becoming my most confident self. Even though right now I may not feel like it, because there are going to be moments where we're going to be down on ourselves and we're going to be feeling like, oh my gosh, like, who am I? Oh my gosh, like, why did I do that to myself? I'm so embarrassed and I shouldn't have did this and I'm not that confident. Should I do this? Can I do this? And no, pull out your bank account, pull out them notes, and be reminded of who you are and how capable you are and how confident you are, because you are. We tend to forget how confident we've been in certain situations where we felt courageous, but we need to be reminded. And these are going to be our little reminder boxes, our bank accounts for when we need it. And so that is the homework assignment. And I'm going to do this with you. And I hope you do this. I hope you are really saying, I'm going to take accountability for my confidence. And I'm really going to challenge myself to do this so I can remind myself of who I am, right? Because I forget, and that's not okay. I need to be reminded daily of who I am and how amazing I truly am. So if you're going to do this and you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and drop in the comments, confidence bank account 2024. We doing this. If you are on audio only, head to my YouTube channel and type in confidence bank account 2024. We're in this because I want you to see how amazing you are. I want you to be reminded. The memory is a powerful thing, but the memory can be a tricky thing as well. And if we think we're not confident, if we think we're not capable, we're just going to believe that. But you just need to be reminded. So grab your box, confidence bank account, and get into it. And all in all, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. And I hope that it made you feel like, yeah, I'm confident, because you are. You just have to trust it and be and do as you were created to do. So before you go, if you've really been enjoying this episode, kindly go ahead and hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know what you doing. These things will help me reach so many more people and help me out in the YouTube algorithm. Of course, I have a goal of making YouTube, my podcast, my full-time job, and I would really appreciate you guys helping me get there so I can give you more quality episodes and content more frequently. And that is it for this episode, guys. And until next time, bye.